And that is how you get a dub. Ladies and gentlemen, Barcelona just beat Mallorca 3-0, and it was honestly not even close. Most of the time Barcelona had possession, and as you can see here on FootMob, the momentum really only happened for Mallorca in like the first half, for like minute 13 to like minute 23, somewhere around there. That was the only time Mallorca really posed a threat. Other than that, Barcelona completely dominated. We got our first goal by my boy Marcus Rashford. Obviously, we share similar first names. He takes a shot from outside the box. Lewandowski capitalizes it. Gets us our first goal. Honestly, guys, I'm so tired right now. I woke up early to watch this game. I don't regret it, obviously. I sometimes wish the games were later on in the day so I can have more energy, but it is what it is. We're going to get through all that. We're going to talk about Lamine's second goal. Obviously, this guy, Lamine, is the best player in the world, so he had to get on the score sheet. He takes a shot from outside the box, and he curls it in. First post. The goalie never even had a chance. I don't even think he dove for it. It was honestly such a well-placed shot. To be honest, guys, I didn't see it in live time because my stream cut out right before the goal happened. So I was trying to scroll on TikTok live to see if I could find like somebody streaming the game, and found one, but it was after Lamine had scored. So I was pretty pissed about that. I didn't get to see it in real time, but it is what it is. We move. The third goal came from Marc Bernal. I'm so happy for my boy Marc Bernal. This is his first goal with Barcelona, and it was honestly a really good goal. He makes a deep run from our half. I think Fermin is the one that lays it off to him. He takes on the defender. He cuts back. He goes for the far post, but it gets deflected off of a defender, and he makes it into the first post. And honestly, I couldn't be happier for my boy Marc Bernal. I remember watching his debut, and from then I was always rooting for this guy. Obviously, he had that injury last year, but even then I knew that once he came back, he was going to be an outstanding player for us, and so far he has been. We had some other subs that came in. We had Rooney coming in for Lamine Yamal. Obviously, I don't think he played that well, but you know, he was probably just rusty because he hasn't been playing consistently. So when he came on, he made a couple bad passes and stuff like that. Like, just didn't really have that much chemistry with another player who came in, which Tommy, this new guy, he also made a bunch of mistakes. He's gonna have to get some more minutes under his belt to really polish up, but those two didn't really necessarily have the best chemistry. But once we had already scored 3 goals, it was going to be practically impossible for Mallorca to come back. So the times that they misplaced passes, we really didn't get punished at all, which I honestly thought we were going to struggle a bit more with Mallorca. They never really made any close chances against us. Like, we barely saw Joan Garcia at all in this game. I mean, towards the end of the game, we had a couple saves from him, but overall, nothing much from Joan Garcia. We dominated in ball possession. We dominated in expected goals. We had 24 shots on target, 4 big chances created, and we ended up with 3 goals. In my match preview, my last video, I was talking about Dani Olmo and how I believe in him so much, and today we really saw a really good game from Dani Olmo. Obviously, he gets 2 assists. He assisted my boy. Did he assist Lewandowski? Yeah, he technically did assist Lewandowski because it deflected off Marcus Rashford's shot, hit Dani Olmo, and then Dani Olmo lays it off to Lewandowski at the tap, and so he got an assist there. And then obviously he lays it off to Yamal, who pretty much did the rest. Those 2 assists were not the best assists, but if Dani Olmo wasn't in those positions at the right time, who knows what could have happened. We could have struggled to get a goal in the first place. So I'm happy with Dani Olmo. I'm happy with Marcus Rashford. He had a free kick that was honestly so good. I told you guys last video, this guy Rashford, he's so good with the free kicks, and that for just that reason, I believe that we should keep him. But yeah, obviously he takes a free kick. It bounces off of, I think, does it bounce off the woodwork? I think the goalie saves it or something, and it lands on Koundé's feet. Koundé tries to take a shot, but it ends up being across to Lamine, who just has to tap it in, but unfortunately he misses it. He could have had 2 if he just made that one, but it is what it is. I mean, the only reason I care is because in this generation, GA matters so much, and if he doesn't have the GA, apparently he's not the best player in the world, but whatever, man. I mean, to me, what I've seen, he's obviously the best player in the world. Every single attack pretty much goes through him. He's always involved in dribbles. He had a couple good dribbles this game, but the first half wasn't really the best that I've seen from him. He wasn't that offensive in the attack. He made a couple crosses, but they were not so pinpoint accurate like they usually are. But in the second half, he definitely turned it up before he got subbed off and replaced by Rooney Bargi. Dude, I'm really happy with this team. The backline played really well. Eric Garcia had a bunch of good tackles. He saved us a couple times. Gubarsi played really well, I think, as well. Balde, he had a couple good runs in the back. Obviously, I still think that he needs to work on his right foot because I do not like that he does not use his right foot at all. Koundé, I think he had a pretty good performance. Obviously, he's been having a little bit of dip in form. I'm not going to say that he's back because he's nowhere near the level that he was last year, but, you know, at least he's playing decent. He's not necessarily making too many mistakes, but then again, Mallorca doesn't really have like wingers that could really pose a threat to Koundé. But we'll see how he does in the next upcoming games. I think the next game we have might actually be against Atletico. I'm not sure, but whatever the case may be, he's gonna have to, if we do go against Atletico, he's gonna have to take care of Lookman, and we'll really see if Koundé is back. Other than that, guys, I'm really just happy that I was able to watch this game. Obviously, like I mentioned before, it's early in the morning, so I get a bit tired, but it is what it is. In my match preview, I predicted that we would win like 5 or 4-0. I think in the thumbnail I put 5-0, but my actual prediction was 4-0, so it wasn't too bad off. If LAMINE Yamal scored that tap in, it would have been 4-0. But dude, our next game, when is our next game? Yeah, our next game is Atletico Madrid. Wow, that's gonna be a huge game, dude. Hopefully we have Rafinha, Pedri, and all of those guys back. Looking at our squad, I'm really excited to see what these guys can do in the next couple of weeks. I think these next couple of weeks are going to be very important for the season. Obviously, if we don't do well against Atletico, I mean, we could be out of the Copa del Rey, and that's another trophy that we gotta win, guys. We have to win the Copa del Rey. This is our tournament to lose, and then if we lose the Copa del Rey, then that momentum will carry on into the Champions League, which is the trophy all us Barcelona fans absolutely want to win. But you know what? It is what it is. As it stands, we are 4 points ahead of Real Madrid. Tomorrow they play Valencia. I've heard Real Madrid fans are not excited about going to Valencia because apparently it's always a difficult game for them. But in my match preview, I said Real Madrid should be able to take care of that because they beat them 4-0 when they went to the Bernabeu. But we'll see how it goes for them. I want Real Madrid to lose, obviously, but hey, you never know. Like maybe they pull off some fluke penalty and stuff like. Oh, by the way. Speaking of penalties, in our game today, bro, we got snubbed. We should have absolutely gotten a penalty. I don't know what the ref was smoking. He was obviously right in front of the play. He saw it. He saw that the player never made contact with the ball. Tripped LAMINE Yamal in the box. How is that not a penalty? I don't understand these La Liga refs, bro. So what I'm gathering here is when Vinny dives in the box, it's automatically a penalty. When Mbappe dives in the box, it's automatically a penalty. When Brahim Diaz dives in the box, because that was not a pen, Real Madrid fans. That was not a pen in that Rayo Vallecano game. That was not a pen. So when they all dive in the box, it's automatically a penalty. Mbappe gets a goal. It's almost certain that he'll score. But when LAMINE Yamal actually gets tripped inside the box, it's not a penalty. I don't understand. Obviously, I think La Liga refs need to be like, I don't know, fix their eyes or something. I don't even get why it wasn't called to VAR. Like, that's insane to me. But whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. It was Mallorca. I mean, if this was a bigger game, I would have obviously been more mad about it. But it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, what else is there to talk about? I think Casado, was he in the starting lineup? I think he was. Obviously, right here, he's orange, but I don't think he played that bad of a game. I think he played decent. Some of those tackles look really bad. They look really bad when you're watching them live, but you go back on the replay and you realize they're actually really good tackles. But I don't know, man. Sometimes he gets bodied off the ball because he is not that tall. So there was a couple times this game where he got bodied off the ball, and I don't really like seeing that because I like when my players have physicality. But what he lacks in physicality, I think he makes up in agility and also, you know, ferocity, because he does not shy away from those tackles, guys. And that's what I like about him. He really does have that Barca like defensive midfield DNA, and you know, hopefully we see more of him. Hopefully he improves. But I think our star midfielder was Dani Olmo today. Obviously he got 2 assists, but Fermin also played a really good game. I was happy with what I saw from him. He had this one shot where the goalie had to save it. I think it was in the beginning of the second half. It was in the beginning of the second half. He had a shot. I'm not sure who laid it off to him. It could have, I think it was LAMINE Yamal actually. He laid it off to Lopez and he took that shot. So super happy with the fixture. What am I, like some sports analysis? I'm super happy with the game. Obviously after Atletico we have Girona, so that's gonna be a little bit of a what is it called, a derby. And then Barcelona versus Levante. We should be able to take care of those guys. And then Villarreal at home, I'm pretty sure, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is at home. So yeah, a lot of good games coming up. None in the Champions League because we obviously already qualified for the round of 16, but that's pretty much going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this match review. I went into a little bit of an analysis of each player. I talked about my predictions from my match preview and how, if I was correct on any of them, which I pretty much wasn't, but we still won, so that's all that matters. I'm pretty sure that's it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to hit you guys with the take care and peace.